4 reasons why real estate trumps any other investment. That's what we're talking about today, and let's get to it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Myles, and today, since the market's in a chaos, the Dow Jones just dropped 15%, everybody's got a lot of fear because of this epidemic that's going on, I really wanted to get back to the basics and explain to you guys why I think real estate is the best overall investment you can make with your money. Now, there's a lot of things you can invest in. Over the past 10, 12 years, I've been studying, I've been learning, and I've been studying all kinds of things from stocks to bonds to gold, silver, a part-time business, and just learning a lot about investments in general. And I keep coming back to just loving real estate. And there's 4 reasons why. Now, the number one reason why I love real estate is cash flow. When you run your numbers correctly and you get a rental property, a tenant will pay you rent to live there. Now, what happens each month is you have expenses you need to pay for. And after each month, after you pay for those expenses, you're left over with a little bit of money in your pocket. That's cash flow. You have to run your numbers correctly. You have to know what you're doing to a certain standpoint. But when done correctly, it's a beautiful thing because that's reoccurring money in your pocket each month over and over and over again. I just love the word cash flow in general. I mean, it's a beautiful word. It's, to me, the most powerful word in investing, in financial education, cash flow. Say it with me, cash flow. It's beautiful. The second reason I love real estate is because of leverage. Now, what is leverage? Leverage is defined as doing more with less. So I'm going to try and explain this in a way that a second grader could understand it. When you go and you want a piece of real estate, what will happen is you can go to a bank or a mortgage company and you can go to them and say, look, I have 10% towards this purchase. Let's say this property is worth $100,000 and I have 10 grand, or maybe I have 20%, I have 20 grand, and I want to get this piece of property. Now what the bank will do is they're going to say, okay, we'll lend you 80% or 80 grand. And that's leverage right there. Your 20 grand or your 10 grand, whatever it is that you have, just got you an asset or a property that's worth 100 grand. I mean, imagine going to a bank and saying, hey, I have 10 grand and I want to buy $100,000 worth of Apple stock. The bank ain't going to let you do that. But the bank knows that real estate, that asset, is something tangible it can touch. And they love it. They love real estate. So the bank will lend you 80% of that. And that's leverage, and that's something you cannot get with other investments. That's another reason why I love real estate. Leverage, leverage, leverage. A third reason why I love real estate is because of all the tax breaks, all the tax benefits. Taxes are your biggest expense in life, and any way you can actually use the government's codes that were written by the government to play in your favor so you can save money on taxes, that is a beautiful thing. In the United States, this economy, this government loves giving tax breaks to people who invest in real estate because we provide safe, affordable houses for people to live in. Now, the government has a lot of stuff going on, and the last thing they need to worry about is having to put a house and have people live in it. When somebody needs to live in a safe, affordable house, that's where we come in. That's where investors come in. We provide them with a house to live in. They provide us with rent. The government's happy because we're giving them shelter to live in. There aren't people sleeping on the streets. And then we're happy because we actually have rent, we have cash flow. And then also, too, the government is giving us tax breaks to save us even more money. So it's a win-win across the board, and that's a big reason why I love real estate investing. You can actually write off a lot of stuff when it comes to your rental properties. Utilities, mortgage and insurance, mortgage interest that you pay, insurance just for the property, maintenance issues, depreciation. There's a ton of write-offs that come with rental properties. Now, I'm not a tax expert. Taxes are confusing. I continue to learn and learn and learn, and I surround myself with people that are smarter than me when it comes to taxes. I have a great tax man, and I would suggest talking to your tax person. But from my experience, there's a ton of tax benefits that come with real estate. You cannot get that with stocks. You cannot get that with bonds. What you can do is you can get it with real estate, and when you do it right, man, that can save you a lot of money at the end of the year. It's very common to actually make money, but on paper show you lost money. And that's because of all the beautiful tax benefits that come with real estate. Number 4, this is what I call icing on the cake. this is what I call that cherry on the cake, is smashing that like button and subscribing. But number 4 is appreciation. When you buy a piece of rental property or just a property in general, real estate, it goes up in value. Now, granted, there are times in the economy where, stuff happens where prices can go down, but people always need a place to live. And if you buy in the right area, chances are it's going to continue going up and up in value over the years. So when you buy it, let's say for $100,000 or $200,000, and you hold on to it, in the next couple of years, 2, 3, 4, 10 plus years, it could be worth anywhere from $250, $300. It goes up in value. And that is a beautiful thing, because icing on the cake, when you bought it for $200, you sell it maybe one day for $400,000, you just doubled up on your money. So appreciation comes into play with real estate, and that is, you can buy it lower and you can sell it high. I don't personally count on this, but to me this is all extra icing on the cake. This is extra to me, and I love having that opportunity to grow my money in that frame of appreciation. So there you have it, 4 reasons why real estate, in my opinion, dominates all the other asset classes. You have your cash flow, you have your leverage, you have your tax benefits, and then you have your appreciation. Those are 4 powerful wealth builders, and in my opinion, I love every one of them, and that's why I stick to real estate. So let me know your opinions. What do you guys love? Do you love real estate? Do you love stocks, bonds? Whatever it is, make sure you drop a comment, let me know, and until next time.